Once upon a time, in a beautiful house, lived a head lice with her husband, the flea. They were living a happy life together. And one day, the flea said to the head lice, "You know what I wish for? I wish to go to the beach and eat magluba." The head lice said, "Wow, okay, your wish is my command, my dear husband. I will take everything with me from the kitchen." The flea said, "You better not forget anything. It takes days of walking to come back here and get it." "Don't worry, my dear husband. I will make sure that I take everything with me, and I'll cook you the most beautiful magluba ever." After walking for days, the head lice and her husband, the flea, reached to the beach. He sat down, relaxing, reading a book, while she started straight away the cooking process. She did everything: the rice, the meat, the herbs, until the very end, where she has to put the ghee on the cooking. And suddenly, she said, "Oh, I forgot to bring the ghee." The flea was shocked. He looked at her and said, "I am not going to eat magluba without the ghee. It will taste horrible." The head lice said, "What am I gonna do? It will be days of walking to go back home and get it." The flea wasn't happy. He said, "I told you, I am not going to eat it without the ghee." She was puzzled. She didn't know what to do. Then he said to her, "I have an idea. How about if you cut my tummy open and you get a little bit of fat in there? Finish your meal and then sew me back again." She said, "But I don't have a thread. I have only a needle." The flea said, "Don't worry about that. There is a horse farm nearby on the beach. You go there and you ask the horse to give you a strand of hair. And then you sew me up. And when I wake up, we will sit down together and eat the yummy meal that you cooked." She didn't like the idea. However, she wanted to make her husband happy. She said, "Okay, whatever you say, my dear husband." And she asked him to lay down on the sand so she can cut him open. The head lice did a good job. She did open his tummy and she took the piece of fat in it. And she ran and she put it on the food. And then she remembered, "I forgot to get the strand of hair from the horse. How am I going to sew his tummy now? I have to go. I have to go fast. I have to go fast." She ran to the horse farm and she left her husband with his tummy open under the harsh sun. As her husband, the flea, told her, the head lice went to the farm on the beach, horse farm, and she saw a beautiful horse with beautiful blonde hair. She came across the fence and she said, "Dear horse, can you please give me a strand of your hair?" What do you need it for? The lice said, to sew the wound of my husband the flea that I cut open to get some ghee. The horse said, okay, but what do I have in return? Anything you want, said the lice. The horse said, I am hungry. At least get me something to eat. There is a field near the beach where they grow clover. If you get me some clover to eat, I will give you, instead of one strand of hair, 2. Okay, said the head lice. I'll go get it for you. The head lice arrived to the clover field. Most of it was not green and not healthy. It's like it was dying of dehydration. However, she got her courage to ask, excuse me, Clover, can I please have a bunch to give it to the horse so the horse can give me hair and the hair to sew the wound of my husband the flea? But the clover said to her, can't you see how dry and how hungry we are? Maybe if you go and ask the river to flow over our field, we will become healthier and happier, and I'll give you, instead of the bunch, 2 bunches. Said the head lice. Okay, I will try. And off she went to the river. So the head lice went to the river and asked him, can you please flow on the clover field so the clover field can give me a bunch? And the bunch is for the horse, so the horse can give me a strand of hair. And the hair is to sew the wound of my husband the flea. The river said, do you think it's easy for me to flow? My mood is not good. You have to first put me in a good mood, and then I can flow. The head lice said, how? The river said, ask the singers to come and sing and dance for me. They put up a nice show. My mood will be better, and I can flow like you want me to. The head lice said, okay, I will go find the singers and I will ask them to come and sing for you. The head lice went to the house of the singers and she asked them, can you please go sing for the river? They said, why? She said, so the river can flood on the clover field, and the clover can give me a bunch, and a bunch for the horse, and the horse can give me hair, and the hair is to sew the wound of my husband the flea that I cut open to get some ghee. Said the singers. We could go and sing, but we are hungry. We didn't eat proper food for days. If you go, get us a lamb so we can eat, and then drink some tea, and then feel good. When we're in a good mood, we can go to the river and sing all night long. So the head lice said, and where do I get you a lamb from? Over there on the top of the hill, there is a shepherd, and he's got lots and lots of lambs. Go and get one for us, and we will sing for the river. The head lice said, okay, oh well, So the head lice reached to the shepherd, and she told him, "Excuse me, can you please give me one of your lamps?" And the shepherd said, "What? Why?" She said, "I have to take the lamp to the singers so they can sing to the river, so the river can flood on the clover field, so the clover can give me a bunch, and the bunch is for the horse, and the horse can give me a strand of hair to sew the wound of my husband, the flea, that I cut open to get some ghee." The shepherd said, "Okay, there is a lamb that I don't want. I can give it to you. He's been a troublemaker. But I am hungry. Can you please at least give me a loaf of bread to eat so I can give you a lamb?" And the head lice said, "Okay, but where do I get it from? Over there on the top of the hill, there's a baker, and he is a kind man. I am sure he will give you a loaf of bread." The head lice said, "Okay." And she started her journey towards the baker. The head lice went to the baker's shop. She stood on the table while the baker is busy baking, and she said, "Please, can you spare me a loaf of bread?" While busy said, "Why?" She said, "So I can give it to the shepherd, and the shepherd can give me a lamb, and a lamb for the singers, and the singers can sing to the river, so the river can flow on the clover field, and the clover can give me a bunch, and the bunch is for the horse, and the horse can give me a strand of hair, so I can sew the tummy of my husband, the flea, who's under the sun. He's about to die. Please help me." Because he was a kind man, he decided to help her. He felt really sorry for her. He said, "Yeah, I think I can spare a loaf of bread, or maybe two. Here you go." He threw a loaf of bread, 2 loaves of breads on the floor. And she was so happy. She collected both of them, and she ran to save her husband, the flea. The head lice took the loaf of bread and ran. She gave it to the shepherd, and the shepherd gave her a lamb. She gave the lamb to the singers, and the singers went to sing for the river, and the river flew over the field of the clover, and the clover gave her a bunch. She took the bunch and she gave it to the horse, and the horse gave her a strand of hair, and she ran back to her husband, the flea. She sewed his tummy. She did a good job, and she waited for him to wake up. When the flea woke up, it was time for magluba. So they put the upside down pot, and the flea had to, so the food can be tipped over nicely and gently. And then she took it out. The flea was very excited, and the food looked really, really yummy. So they both sat down and enjoyed their meal of magluba. It's for their flea is a dream come true. The end.